Hey everybody, this is Chris from Uptown Creation, and I am the head of growth as well as the co-founder here. And so what I want to create a video today, because I've been getting a lot of requests talking about how we get the results that we get. And there's been a lot of clients that have reached out and they're just really interested in seeing the nitty-gritties behind it. So whether you're a current client, a potential client, or just somebody that wants to do this for themselves, this is gonna be the video to check out if you are interested in the best way to grow a targeted following on Instagram in 2019 and beyond. Automation is dead and a thing of the past, and we're excited to be launching real human-powered manual growth that's going to just provide leaps and bounds better quality than what a robot ever could. So let's hop into it and talk about this client that is in the photography niche. So when we first get an account, we're going to start thinking about where that end user hangs out with, who would be interested in a photography page, and then where do they hang out, because that's what we need to figure out so we can go and target and interact with them. So a photography page, specifically landscape photography, it's likely that they're going to be hanging out on other photography pages. So it's not always the case that your niche is the same as where your end user hangs out, but for this case, it happens to be true. So if we look through his account, you can see a little over 500 likes on this picture, 450, 400. So his engagement rate is pretty good for the size of his account. He's getting anywhere from, let's say, 7 to 12% engagement ratio. And so the way that I'm getting that number is taking the number of likes that are average on a post and dividing it by the number of followers. And that's how you get your engagement ratio. And so that's important because our goal at Uptown Creation is not only to grow your follower account or your follower account. That's a great goal to have, but we really want to create engaging followers. We want followers that are going to consume your content, like your content, comment on your content, shoot you a direct message, watch every story that you post, watch your Instagram lives, and really become a part of your community, not just be a number. There's a lot of people in the space that just are searching for an empty number, and that's great. That works for other people. We at Uptown Creation are focused on the highest quality growth possible on Instagram. So with that being said, let's dive into exactly how we'll do the targeting. So what I'm going to do is just go into the search page, and since he's a photography page, I don't even have to search anything because these are all going to be photography pages that are posting. So I like this post just as an example. Ideally, and the way that we do things is we look for posts that were posted within the last hour. And the reason being is anybody that's interacted with a post in the last hour is going to be some of the most engaging users on Instagram. Not only do they like posts, but right when an account posts, they're going in and engaging with that. And that's what we want to draw to your account, is the people that are most active on Instagram. So for that reason, we're only going to be targeting people based on the content that they're liking. So only people that are liking other photos, that's how we're going to be targeting people. So as I said, this was posted 5 days ago, but it'll be a good example of how we kind of go through the list and choose who we're going to follow and who we're going to not. So what we do from here is we just kind of start clicking into profiles and seeing if this is the type of end user that we'd want. And I think that this person is, so we're going to go ahead and give them a follow and just continue down the line. And that's another person that I think is an ideal end user. Here's another photographer, videographer. He's focused on social media. He's located in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So we'll go ahead and give him a follow as well. Another person who's posting their own photographs of landscape and nature. This is the ideal user that we're going to want to be checking out Ryan's content. And here's another person. And so I kind of have it down where I'm able to go in and look at the profile picture as well as the name of the account, and kind of know right from there whether they're going to be a go or not, but we still like to click into it. But let me use an example of somebody that we probably wouldn't want to throw a follow to. So here's probably somebody that we wouldn't give a follow to. You know, they're posting kind of the same pictures over and over again. Their pictures aren't getting the best engagement. It's not the worst, but this is more like a business account rather than somebody that's going to be interested in Ryan's content. So Monk with a Camera, I just like their name, but obviously they're a photographer and they seem like they have an interesting lifestyle, so we'll go ahead and give them a follow. Let's try to find some other accounts that we wouldn't follow. So here again, this National Geographic spin-off account is not going to be something that we're going to want to toss a follow to. You know, this is just somebody that created a spin-off account. They're not going to really be providing any real value, so that's not somebody that we want to attract to Ryan's page, right? So I'm skipping over a lot of good people here just because I'm trying to exemplify the people not to follow, but let's go back into some of the people that would be good. So we have somebody that's a traveler, a gardener, you know, they're posting some outdoorsy pictures. This is going to be another ideal user. So fast forward after, 30 to 45 minutes of us focusing on different photos like that and different people's accounts. What we're going to do in one session is sit down and follow anywhere from 150 to 250 people in a single session. And then what we're going to do from there is we're going to wait 24 to 48 hours until we choose to unfollow that person. The way that we're going to unfollow that person is by coming back to this picture and just kind of going down the line and unfollowing the people that we followed from this picture. The reason that we do it this way is so you're able to keep a whitelist and not have any issues with us unfollowing people that you really want to keep following. That's the last thing that we want to be doing. We want to be the people that are behind your Instagram account. We want to be the people that are not seen, not heard. We want to just amplify your successes. So with that being said, some of the kind of pro tips that I would recommend is if you come across a target that is really awesome, they're just align completely with the type of followers that you're trying to attract to your page, right? What you're going to want to do is go ahead here and go to, one second. You're going to want to go to a post and turn on post notifications. So by turning on post notifications, what that's going to do, and it doesn't look like this account has the feature, unfortunately. So what turning on post notifications is going to do in the ideal world is let you know when that person posts, right? And the reason that we're going to want to do that is so every time this person that has the ideal content, every time they post, you get a notification and you can go right to that picture and start following the people that are engaging within the first 15 to 30 minutes. Because not only are those going to be the most engaged users on Instagram because they're liking the post, they are the hyperactive people on Instagram because not only are they liking the post, they're doing it within the first 5 to 15 minutes, and those are really the people that we want to attract to our customers. And that's how we create pages that have solid engagement ratios and really create a community around a page rather than just an empty number that is for vanity. Like we said, vanity's great and all, but if it doesn't lead to whatever your end goal is on Instagram, you're probably better off going with somebody else that's going to put a little bit less attention into your account. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, feel free to reach out to myself or anybody else on the Uptown Creation team if you have any questions. But I really hope that this video was helpful when you're trying to grow your account in the best way to go about doing that. Thanks for the time.